FIA delivers verdict on McLaren and Ferrari upgrade storm after Mercedes raise cheating concerns. A dramatic sprint qualifying session in Miami has not only reshaped the competitive order, but also triggered scrutiny at the highest level of Formula One governance. With McLaren and Ferrari unleashing major upgrade packages, Mercedes has voiced suspicions, prompting an FIA response that could define the tone of the weekend. The FIA has issued its official verdict following mounting questions over the legality of extensive upgrade packages introduced by McLaren and Ferrari at the Miami Grand Prix, after Mercedes raised concerns about potential irregularities. The controversy erupted after sprint qualifying at the Miami International Autodrome, where reigning world champion Lando Norris stunned the paddock by securing his first sprint pole of the 2026 season, becoming the first driver this year to break Mercedes' dominance in qualifying sessions. Norris delivered a decisive lap in the final moments of SQ3, beating championship leader Kimi Antonelli by 0.2 of a second, while teammate Oscar Piastri ensured a strong McLaren showing with third place. Ferrari also appeared firmly in the mix, with Charles Leclerc securing fourth, further underlining the impact of both teams' aggressive upgrade strategies. The performance shift came after McLaren and Ferrari introduced significant development packages in Miami, with Ferrari reportedly bringing as many as 11 separate updates, including a redesigned rear wing concept. The scale and immediate effectiveness of these upgrades drew attention across the paddock, particularly from Mercedes. George Russell openly admitted his surprise at the sudden leap in performance from both rivals. "The step they've made is pretty remarkable, to be honest," Russell said after the session. "When you see that level of improvement in such a short time, naturally you start asking questions. That's part of Formula One. We're always looking closely at what others are doing." While stopping short of direct accusations, Russell hinted that such gains inevitably attract scrutiny. "I'm not saying anything is wrong, but when two teams bring huge upgrade packages and immediately jump forward like that, it's only normal for teams, including us, to take a closer look and make sure everything is within the regulations," he added. Mercedes' concerns prompted discussions with the FIA, leading to a post-session review of both McLaren and Ferrari's updated components. Following the investigation, FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem addressed the situation, making it clear that no breaches had been identified. After the sprint qualifying session, our technical teams conducted a thorough inspection of the new components introduced this weekend, Ben Sulayem stated. All elements examined were found to be in full compliance with the current Formula One technical regulations. He also emphasized the governing body's commitment to fairness and transparency. Formula One thrives on innovation and competition, but it must always remain within the framework of the rules. In this case, we are satisfied that no team has gained an illegal advantage. We will, as always, continue to monitor developments closely. The FIA's confirmation effectively clears both McLaren and Ferrari of any wrongdoing. But the episode highlights the increasing tension between teams as the 2026 season enters a more competitive phase. From a sporting perspective, the result marks a significant turning point. Norris's pole position not only ends Mercedes' streak at the front of the grid, but also signals a potential resurgence for McLaren, whose early season struggles, particularly in qualifying, had raised questions about their title defense. The Briton himself acknowledged that the upgrades had helped restore confidence behind the wheel. Meanwhile, Mercedes appeared on the back foot, with Russell qualifying only 6th, behind even Max Verstappen, while Antonelli salvaged a front-row start with a late lap. The Silver Arrows were also reported to have struggled with tyre overheating and suboptimal energy deployment, further exposing the gap to their rivals under Miami's demanding conditions. Despite the setback, the format of the sprint weekend offers Mercedes an opportunity to respond. With parc-fermé conditions temporarily lifted after the sprint race, teams will be able to make setup changes ahead of Grand Prix qualifying, potentially reshuffling the competitive order once again. Elsewhere, the session was not without its share of procedural drama. Alex Albon, who initially progressed through SQ1, was later handed a 5-place grid penalty after the FIA determined he had exceeded track limits, an infringement that went unnoticed in real time. The delay in identifying the violation allowed him to continue into SQ2 before the stewards intervened. raising further questions about race control processes as the Miami weekend unfolds. Attention will remain firmly on how McLaren and Ferrari's upgrades perform over longer runs, with both Mercedes and Red Bull expected to mount a strong challenge once race conditions come into play. For now, however, the FIA's ruling has drawn a clear line under the controversy. What remains is a renewed sense of unpredictability, on track and off. It as Formula One heads into a crucial phase of the season where development pace, regulatory interpretation, and competitive tension are more intertwined than ever.